voices. I just put my faith in you. Feel so true. So whatever your choice is, can you feel the? Can you feel the fire in these eyes? Keep me in your side. Fear the fire. Taking flight, running through the night. Keep me safe. I'm here till they send. Keep it fire. Let's ignite under my neon skies. Neon bleeding soul, wrap it in your hand so it doesn't get cold. I've been alone, you always lead, so I follow your voices. Whatever your voices, I just put my faith in you. Felt so true, so whatever your choices, can you feel the? Can you feel the fire in these eyes? Keep me in your side. Fear the fire, taking flight, running through the night. Keep me safe. I'm here till they send. Keep it fire. Let's ignite under my neon skies. Can you feel the? Can you feel the fire in these eyes? Keep me in your side. Fear the fire, taking flight, running through the night. Keep me safe. I'm here till they send. Keep it fire. Let's ignite under my neon skies.
Hungry and fancying takeaway?
Okay, looks like we're good to go. Apologies for the small delay and for the tiny bit of the wall that seems to have snuck into the picture. Let's see if we can just fix that. Looks good. Welcome back to the channel. This is RollingSwarm, and you join me here just while the music finishes, and we'll get rid of that. Wonderful stuff. You join me here this evening. As we are, I'm going to pretend that I'm in Asia. I'm in the Asian server region, and it is indeed the evening. In Malta, it is about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We are here on my Asia server account. And we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to over the month of April. We've got the entire Ascent Tournament series. I will be covering all of the Saturday tournaments for Asia and North America and EU. And also on Thursdays, I will be covering the EU non-ticketed Ascent tournaments. So there's loads of content in April, and then of course in May we have the professionals tournaments, where I will be of course hoping to stream as much of that as humanly possible. We've got Noob Magnet from E7, Nelson Sampalo, 7 of 9, Royal Tiger Bansku, Bagheera Gaming, MS, and Pirate Storm Barbosa. 07 to all of the waiters that are keeping the chat alive and kicking. So we're on the Asia server. Now, this evening, I'm going to say it's the evening. We're going to stick with it. And then no matter whether it's the middle of the night or the afternoon or the actual evening where I am, I'm always saying the same thing, and it's always correct to the core audience of the server that I'm streaming for. This evening, we will be following HLV, Hasta la Vista. Papi, Blood and Wine, Totoko, Hermes, Boa Sorti, 3K to Punch, I Am Blitz Slave, Enjoy Solo Queue, Lap Behind, and Commit. Commit, because I'm sure that word is naughty. Right. But of course, these guys have one of the highest win rates. And actually we can see HLV, of the 12 teams that have gone through, Asia server had 3 groups of 16 in the first non-ticketed stage. This is a ticketed tournament, so only the top 4 of those 3 groups could go through to this stage. We've got 12 in total. HLV having one of the highest win rates, 67% on the Asian server. The only other team with them is, above them is, well, there's a few actually. Nubs also got 67, ID have got 68, and Low have got 69. Lowest win rate team in the top 12 in this first ticketed tournament is Clam with 60%. So we've got these are the teams. ID should recognize those guys. HLV, EA, Feast, E7, Low, Clam, Nub, King, Boone, RN, UI. There's some familiar faces, some new names. I'm sure over the course of this month we're going to get to know them all. But basically, because of their win rate seeding, we have got to buy. Their first match is not for another half an hour, but I thought I would tune in just in case Wargaming had set me to follow someone else in the first round. For those of you that are interested, Amonet is streaming Feast this evening. Let's see. What I'm going to do is I am going to post a link to Amonet's let's see. Yeah, I've posted a link in the chat, which as you hear this, as you're hearing me say this, I posted it 5 minutes ago. So look up. Amonet Streaming Feast Round 1. You're reading this 5 minutes ago. So you have a choice to make whether you want to go and see Feast versus Clam Chicken. These are Feast are the 2-time Asia server Twister champions, 2018, 2008, 18 and 19, 2018, 2019, led by Maddox, WoT BG9, Alpha Omega, great international and English-speaking clan, along with E7. We got a lot of Korean and Japanese teams, some Chinese teams here as well. Maddox was very kind enough to kind of give me a rundown, actually, of the teams. So we've got it. Yeah, we don't have any invites yet. I'm gonna open some boxes because why not? And then I'll play some games, maybe play some replays. So let's see. Yeah, let me just quickly give you a read up about HLV. HLV are a Japanese-speaking clan. They are an old clan. They've been around in the top 8 pretty much from the beginning. Apparently, in this season, they've got some members from TNMN and from the off-season LSA. They are actually apparently tipped to be a favorite contender for the top 8. Certainly on the Asian server, with the limited number of teams that we're seeing going in. I mean, Asian server had 3 groups in the non-ticketed Ascent Tournament. For context, North American server region had 5, the European server region had 9, and the CIS server region had 29. So actually, with the Asia server being quite what word would I use to describe it? Being quite an intimate tournament format, that the number of teams being quite low, it means that there's actually a lot more competition to get into the top 8 between various different teams. And it also means that these ticketed tournaments, actually not even getting into the ticketed tournaments, but the placement within them is actually going to be quite important overall. So, we are live, which is always good. It's always good to see that we're live. Paul McLean, why the beard trim? It was getting a bit long and unmanageable, and basically my approach when it does that is just to shave it all off and start again. And I might try and maintain it at a sensible length. Believe me, there are times when I miss it and times when I don't. It's not a quick run thing. So that is more or less our little intro. We didn't get a round 1 invite, so what we can do actually is see. Maybe if I can show you this. Does that work? That does work. Yes. With www.wotblitz.asia, you go to the tournaments tab, and then you click on the relevant tournament, and you can see, for example, these are the teams taking part this evening. Feast, although they are one of the, the most successful, in terms of results on the Asian server, Feast are the most successful clan. Relatively mid-table in terms of win rate out of the top 12. They're in 5th spot in terms of seeding, and they're up against Clam, lower spot. So that means probably that HLV, Nub, ID, and Low all got buys in round 1. So if we have a look at the matches coming up, we can see, yeah, these are the battles in progress. EA versus UI, RN versus Boone, Feast versus Clam, E7 versus King. Interesting stuff. I am really, for me, this is my bread and butter. I love following the teams, the brackets, seeing who's who, after an absence on a server for a while. But it's been a while for me on. It has been a while. Replay their friend requests are on. Why not? Whew. Okay. I'm just refamiliarizing myself because the controls are different. Alright, let's go. My PC controls are different across Asia, Europe, and North America, and I always have to kind of re-familiarize myself with everything when I go back in. That's HLV. That's actually one of the players that we're going to be seeing later on. So that's very encouraging. We've got a ping of 260. Excellent. I expect wonderful things. I expect... Okay. I know how to change ammo. I know where my consumables are. I know how to aim and drive. Pretty much. Oh, the Leopard's doing an aggressive spotting run. There is that chap potentially out spotting me. Heavies are passive. TDs are in the right place. Now there is a 183 covering him. Good lord, 200 and whatever ping is just... It's like driving in treacle. I think that's the best, possibly the only way to describe it. Because I'm having to basically sort of play... like, ahead of myself by a few seconds. This is an absolutely bizarre driving experience. Okay, the 183 is there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I know my job. I gotta shut down this bat chat without getting wrecked. Yep, I quite agree with you.
Enemy armor is damaged. Nice shot.
That's awkward.
Truck hit. One of our trucks is gone. We can't move.
Yep. Any minute now. Okay, we've countercapped A. We've kind of bought some time for our TDs. We are not out of the woods yet.
We didn't even scratch them. Nice shot. Penetration.
Okay, there is a 183 somewhere. We're still spotted. Wait, where'd he go? Did he kill himself? Huh! Well, we did okay with our ping. I can only praise two people. I don't have much military honor. Did this guy kill himself? Ah, yes, yes, he did. Oh, Major Fustercluck. That's a brilliant name. Totoko in the bat chat was giving me a pretty hard time, but we managed to pin him down. What's that? Is that a notification? Ooh, I got stuff in I added stuff. Okay. We've still got time. We've got 20 minutes. Let's see what we've got in the replays section. Because... Now 26-3. Is that is that one from Late Boy? Will that work? Let's see. Is this pre 6-9? It's not. We're in. We've got a replay here from one of the Patreons, Late Boy from the Winter War clan. Their team actually on the EU server did really well. They took endgame, the EU server champions, the ones to beat at the moment on the EU server, if the feedback that I'm receiving from the different training partners and things of the top kind of tier teams is anything to be believed. They are having a really strong showing against teams like Loker and Raid in the training rooms. But Late Boy's here, he's in the Chinese heavy tank, the WZ113, has received a very tasty hit point pool buff, only 2,300 now, so it's still not as fat as the Russians, but it's got a phenomenal armor profile. Whew. Really good gun handling. I mean, look at the size of that target reticle. Struggles with traverse numbers. That's probably the only real sticking point for the tank. Great top speed in a straight line. The position that Late Boy has taken here is really good, and you can see this tank's actually got great DPM numbers. It's not got the DPM, for example. Whew, max roll for 525. It's not got the DPM of an FE215B, but it is much more durable, especially in positions like this. And I mean, our man Late Boy we're a minute and 15 seconds in, and he's already put out 2,200 damage, which is more than most people do in entire games on average. So Late Boy is off to a cracking start. The T-57, it's a bit of a tough shot, but he's looking for the kill. E5 tracks, the side armor, notoriously tricky. And you can actually, I mean, I really enjoy working them. Oh, yeah, he's not being overly aggressive. He's in an aggressive position, but he's maintaining that hit point pool. Now Greens are 2 guns down. The Batchat has put himself in all sorts of difficulties, but Late Boy is, you know, he knows the 57's reloading. The Batchat got the 1-2-1. There's still a Sheridan and a Batchat there. Now, can he finish off the 57? That would be shutting out an entire clipper before it gets another rollout. He's going to have shots on the Tortoise. It's not his primary target, but it's easy damage. And the strong turret of the 113 pulling through for Late Boy, and he should have another shot. The Tortoise isn't even going for round 2, and he's taken the Tortoise down to a 1-shot. That's really reduced its efficiency, and he might even get a kill shot on it as well, in through the roof. And the first bit of damage comes in from the T110E5. There's a Batchat and a heat. Great switch to heat. 4,900 damage. He isn't really breaking a sweat. He's in an aggressive forward position. He's in a target-rich environment. He's up to 3 kills. And I think he's just going to... He's got high explosive loaded. It's a low roll. He's going in for a ram. I think the Batchat has just said, actually, you know what, I'm out of this. Oh, the Batchat is not out of this. Maybe the Batchat was having a word with his teammates. He switched up to APCR. Takes 1 from the Batchat. It's 6-2 on the board. There's a Sheridan and a VT left.
Welcome to the swarm.
Welcome, Hannah Lover. You have made the Sharker subscription very happy. Well, the standard B gets the enemy Sherry. He's got a top gun. Can he go for the 5? High explosive loaded. The VT is a soft target. Spartan Leopard says hi from the SRT clan. It's a low roll. The gun going up and down, hitting the tracks. He was looking for the kind of that little square boxy bit around the turret. Yeah, he was looking for that. He might... Oh, perfectly angled up the track, straight into the gun. We'll go for some ram damage, and looking for another HE roll! And he is the hungry tank, eating all of the damage. 7,449 and a mastery. With a Radley Walters medal, 5 kills. Big shoulders. 4 late boy from the Winter War clan. Fantastic performance. We did a mission. Fantastic. And we've got another box to open. Container. Yes, I will have that stuff. Fantastic. Oh. Can I use any of this stuff yet? No. Excellent. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Since I'm here. Wait. Aha. Combine. Excellent. 1 hour premium time. We're good to go. Let's jump in and do another one. Yeah, we got time for one more. Mr. President from HLV says the players to watch are Tao and Saruzu. Excellent. Got my little coffee mug here. If you think there is coffee in it, you'd be absolutely right. Okay, where are we going? Left.
Let's go.
Who's on the teams? I don't recognize anyone, so that bodes well. And my ping has gone down to 230. We've gained 30 ping. We are top tier. 1 of 2. Need to remember that we're top tier. We are not spotted, which means there's campers and flankers. Yep, I quite agree.
We've hit them hard. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. We've hit them hard.
200 ping is difficult.
The commander is hurt.
No, I need him. He's actually like the most important man in my crew.
Nice shot.
Now, if you are top tier, if you're basically a heavy, this little corner here is fantastic because you spot up the TDs, you put pressure. Will he pull back? Don't think he will.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Fuel tank hit. Penetration.
Okay. Well, we had the hit points to play with. We played with them. We gambled. And it didn't work. So, yeah, this corner is a really great place to be if you think you are, like, probably one of the better hull-down tanks. Now what we want to do is just shut down the Tiger. Potentially the ISU will have a clear shot. We're going to look for a different angle. I'm confident that our team can kill the VT. Tiger 2, what do we reckon? AP or heat? But it was a good team effort. We all went one way. There's the Tiger. Wonderful stuff. And our Tortoise, man of the match there, played that aggressive role perfectly. We did alright. We did alright. This dude, though, absolutely killed it. He camped pretty hard. He was a good team player. Let's see. I've got some control stuff I'd like to do. Controls. Affirmative. Negative. Help. I need somebody. Where's attack? 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 Attack. Aye. Some good stuff. We've still got 10 minutes. Let's have a look actually at the tournament structure and see, do we have any brackets up yet? Oh, we just have the matches. That's frustrating. Oh, I've got the results. Let's jump over to the results. Voila. Okay, this is the results section, which is very good. Feast beat Clam 2-0. Now, actually, it's important remembering that these ticketed tournaments are also single elimination best of 3, so there is no room for error. The rewards for this tournament are huge, bearing in mind that a non-ticketed tournament, the maximum amount of cups or trophies or whatever we're calling them these days you can earn is 2,000. If you go out in round 1, well, actually, no, round 1 here is 2,700 trophies. So just getting here is awesome in terms of trophies won. Let me just see if I can show you that. Yeah. So there's 12 teams in Asia. The 4 that just went out walk away with 2,700 trophies. And basically every bracket you go up, you get an extra 400. And that culminates in 4,583 trophies, sorry, for the team that takes first place in this group today. So, where were we? Feast have beaten Clam 2-0. UI beat EA 2-0. RN beat Boone 2-0. And E7 squeezed past King in the tiebreaker 2-1. Let's just have a quick flick through and see what else we've got. So E7, they are another English-speaking clan. Let's see, chart. So these are the. This bracket's about to resolve itself. Oh, they're up against low. Okay. Now HLV. Oh, they're playing Feast. That's interesting. Well, if it loads, yes, they're playing Feast in 7 minutes' time, so the invite will be through in a bit. This is quite frustrating for the organizer. Like, I mean, Wargaming, of course, put us to set Ammonet on Feast, myself, and HLV, but then didn't kind of check, and the groups are kind of how to say this. One of us is going to have a very short stream. I mean, if HLV go out, we will only have seen them play versus Feast, which will be a very short stream indeed. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Actually, no, it's not, because now it's stuck down there. Oh. And I'm not taking it off because it's too warm. I'm taking off the jacket because it was triggering the green screen, which was triggering my LCD. So yes. Feast versus HLV will be interesting. Feast are probably my personal favourites going into this one. They've been very active. They're paying a lot of attention to the meta. But HLV are, of course, a solid name in Clan Wars. The 6-9 meta is still kind of being learnt, so to speak. So we've got a lot of questions about. And these kind of early tournaments are somewhat informative about the scope and scale of the professionals. Certainly, the teams that we're seeing here, these 12 teams, are ones that we would very much expect. Like the top 8 in the professionals tournament will probably come from these teams. There may be 1 or 2 that didn't qualify on Thursday for this Saturday's ticketed tournament that might squeeze in. but for me that would be somewhat of an anomaly. Now, let's see, there's Amonet. Hello. Hello. Amonet 85. In E7, I'm of course in Feast. It's just a home for the weary, the weary traveler on another server. For example, in NA, I'm with Rain, and I used to be with Eros, which is more or less endgame now, on the EU server before I made my own clan. And I think I might try and make a clan on the Asia server as well, because fun as it is being in Feast, it does, of course, raise some issues in terms of impartiality. Not that there are any, you know that I rock a 5-minute delay, and I try my very, very best to be as neutral as possible when it comes to the commentary. But we are going into Dynasty's Pearl. It's a supremacy battle, best of 3 between Feast and HLV. Feast, an international clan with English speakers from lots of different countries in the Asia server region. HLV, a Japanese-speaking clan, I presume are mostly Japanese players. And it's worth noting that certainly Feast will not be underestimating HLV. HLV have got a huge potential when it comes to the Asia server, and that is from comments that I have received from Feast. So certainly Feast respect HLV as a worthy adversary. I'm sure we're going to have some fantastic battles here on Dynasty's Pearl. Now, what I can do, and what you can choose to watch, is go to www.stratsketch.com and potentially load up a map for Dynasty's Pearl. Now, Dynasty's Pearl is a very small map for Clan Wars. I think that's worth bearing in mind. Let's bring it up. Looks to be more or less the whole map and nothing but the map. Yeah, that fits. That's actually perfect. Fantastic. It's been giving me some resolution issues over the last couple of days, which has been very frustrating. This is Dynasty's Pearl. Kind of looks like a panda or a moth. Big little tummy or whatever, body over here. In randoms, there is a huge preference for teams to be going to see this kind of cap on the medium flank, I would say. B is important. B is important on every map in terms of getting cap pressure, but it's always the cap in the middle typically comes with the caveat of being very risky, high risk reward in terms of getting it, because it's difficult to take but can be relatively easy to defend, and once you have it, you do have an element of cap pressure. Now, in Clan Wars, from my experience, there is a big advantage between, because if you can go to A, you can get dug in quite effectively. The heavy meta really kind of favors this environment, and it's somewhat easy to kind of defend B and kind of get B from A. I'm not so sure how the meta is going to pan out here. Looking at the tanks that we're seeing taken, HLV, it looks like they're going for super heavies. Now, another interesting point about this map is because the terrain is, there's some inclines, like kind of on the edges of the map leading up to the middle, but it's very slight. And it's city terrain. It's streets and roads. That has very low terrain resistance. So super heavies don't have gravity and terrain resistance working against them. They actually shuffle pretty well in this city environment. And so the super mouse being a sluggish tank isn't too constrained by its speed, and there's loads of sharp corners and lanes for it to side scrape on very effectively. It looks like HLV are going all heavy, with the exception of double T22s, which are, based on the armor profile, effectively, go to the other side, get rid of the minimap, effectively heaviums, which is very mobile, high DPM heaviums. Feast, on the other hand, are going for a bit more of a mobile, aggressive approach with the Sheridan. I think that could be a mistake, but they are two-time server champions. They clearly know what they're doing. Now we're going in Feast. double 50B, double IS4 Sheridan, double T110E5. They've got mobility, they've got reactive armor, they've got clippers. The Sheridan gives them the speed cap control element. If they've got a missile magician on their team, is Bruni, can he do ungodly things with missiles? That's the question. HLV red team south spawn versus Feast blue team north spawn. And HLV rocking out with a super heavy lineup, but they do have 2 mediums, and this is something that's worth taking note of. Pappy and I Am Blitz Slave will be able to dominate the Sheridan in a one-on-one. And Pappy is just crawling along here. Oh, he is a missile magician! Did you see that? Did you see that? I saw that. Bruni, you monster, do it again. Do it again. Pappy's rotating round. We've got to increase the free cam speed a little bit. Enjoy Solo Q is trying to get pressure on Bruni. Bruni, oh, he can do it. He knows how to do it. Blitzslave and Pappy are pushing Bruni. Bruni bounces Solo Q. Pappy misses. Bruni is shuffling into isolation. The 50B Clippers dug out B. Feast now barreling in, lap behind, and Boa Sortie isolated, potentially in trouble, as is Blood and Wine, and 3K to punch. Feast dropping the hammer. HLV closing in behind them, and Boon Mugu in the 50B goes down. Hit points neck and neck. Gun advantage in the favor of HLV has been denied. The mouse is down. That's a big loss. Feast are up in hit points. HLV need to work on the focus fire. Blood and Wine is the call here. Look at that focus fire. That IS4 is in trouble. Bruni's coming in. He's going to work some more magic. It doesn't quite do it. Sleeping Lion will finish it off though. HLV falling apart. They didn't get the reset on B. The cap's going. CX and the T110E5 now. Potentially going down to Solo Q and Boa Sortie. 3K to punch and Pappy down. Feast, it's a 5-on-3. Ooh, Bruni doesn't quite connect on Boa Sortie. I Am Blitzslave rotating round Solo Q. Gets tagged. Sleeping Lion and Bifrost coming in. Bifrost hanging in there. Gets tracked. No damage. Hit points are not that far apart. HLV can pull this one back. Bruni's coming in. Oh wow. Bruni springboarding off a Sleeping Lion. Boa Sortie has to land this. He has to connect. He does. Bruni going for the ram kill. Costs him a lot of hit points. Solo Q still in there. Bruni has to. He's going to have the trigger. He has it. And now Maddox goes down to Solo Q. It's a 3-on-1. But Solo Q will be going down. Bruni with the ram kill. Oh, he doesn't quite manage to land it. And Solo Q. Bruni, wow. He is a missile magician. He is a missile magician. And he is taking liberties. Absolute liberties. But Maddox in the 50B. Huge damage numbers along with Bruni in the Sheridan and Bifrost in the T110E5. Feast dominating their heavier counterparts. HLV never really in control of any point of that game or any part of the map. Great movement by Feast. 50Bs into B. Bit of kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, foreshadowing in the name to the cap. Going straight in. Capping B and then rotating onto the C flank, shutting down. As like basically just piling the pressure onto HLV. The tanks HLV sent into A, they spread their line too thin. HLV made a critical error. Now, Feast, 50Bs, they had 2 tanks here, 1 tank here. Basically, their Sheridan was a robot to deny A, put damage out across this whole area with the missile shenanigans, which, to be fair, he utilized very well. 4 Feast tanks here. HLV had 4 tanks here, a cluster of 2 here and a cluster of 2 here. HLV rotated the T-22s and a heavy to try and do that. A mouse here and the 222s in here. Great read by Bruni and the Sheridan. Bounced out to here. The 50Bs then bounced with him. There was a 7-on-4 gun advantage in Feast's favor in this area for about 10-15 seconds before the T-22s caught up, and then a few more seconds before the mouse caught up. That bought them time, gave them a window to leverage a gun advantage. get a hit point advantage, and then they just carried that through in basic brawl mechanics. Good focus fire, good target priority, just doing the basics really, really well. So HLV down a point to Feast. If HLV go out, this is a very quick stream. Indeed. And then, of course, you can all go and follow Feast on Ammonet's stream as they go along, potentially to win the group. I don't know. But HLV fighting to stay in and keep this stream alive. Red team North Spawn versus Feast. Blue team South Spawn. HLV, another super heavy lineup. No changes really. Whereas Feast they've made some changes. They've dropped. Oh wow, they've made quite a lot of changes. They have dropped the 50Bs and they're bringing an E100 and a mouse as well. We've still got Bruni in the Sheridan. He's still doing wargaming. Can you not see how broken this is? This is so broken. This is incredibly broken. Look at this. Don't look at that. That's not a good example. Gosh darn it, Bruni. I'm trying to use you to make a point here. HLV, red team, carved out C. They're 5 cap points ahead. Bruni completely safe. Never really looked at this monument in the middle before. Interesting. Is he trying to connect? What's he going to do? HLV, they've got a T-22 I am Blitz Slave here. Blitz Slave has bumped into Boone Mugu. Ooh, Bruni! Bruni just getting a little bit ambitious. Getting tagged. Doesn't connect on Enjoy solo queue. Feast now. The T110E5s, the IS4s, look at the speed boost. They've cleared that lane. HLV, again, are spread out. Blitzslave is the robber on C. He's rotating. He's spotted up all of those tanks. HLV have a window on Adorable. Adorable is in trouble. He is isolated and surrounded. The T-22's rotated. Enjoy solo queue's going to lock down B. The rest of HLV will get to work on Adorable. Adorable's going to put 740 into punch. But now, Adorable's down. It's a gun advantage in the favor of Feast. Feast have got to burn down solo queue. That's the one target they can get stuck into. Can he bounce? He bounces one. HLV have to respond. Bifrost dropping reactive armor. It's cost him a lot of hit points. Solo queue's hanging in there. Sleeping Lion looking for it. CX gets the kill. The guns are equal. Feast with a hit point lead and a cap point lead. You can see that they're also getting B. Oh, HLV are in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble here. Bruni's still safe and mobile. HLV are not working together. They don't have what are the T-22s need to be getting stuck in. Look at that. HLV have got a gun disadvantage. The heavies are piling in. Boa Sortie is going to go down to Boone Mugu or CX. He's hanging in there. Oh, Bifrost is down. This is on a knife edge. HLV are in trouble, but the T-22s are finally here. They're going for the mouse first, though. That is a huge mistake. HLV need to be shutting down the DPMs. They need to be going for those T110E5s. There's no target priority. They're not chasing those guns. I am Blitzslave looking for that kill. Vital play, HLV. Pulling apart now. Feast are going down. The strength of the T-22s is on display. Bruni is down to a one-shot. He's trying to engage at range, but he gets taken down by Blood and Wine. Blood and Wine, Digital Forest Camo. It's now a 5-on-2. We will be going to a tiebreaker. Caps are still a factor, though. Cap points. It's not impossible for Feast to win this. Boone could take down Lap Behind and survive. Maddox goes down. I don't like his chances. Lap Behind has to angle up. Doesn't quite get it. It's 8-4-5. Oh, I am Blitz in through the front. Great play by that T-22. Oh. T6 Dracula confirming that Bruni is a 70% win rate player. And my goodness me, doesn't it show? Not so much in that game. HLV didn't give him the opportunity to capitalize on that. Look at the 18,000 and a half damage. Are you kidding me? Feast bringing all of the hit points to the table. HLV enjoying taking it apart. Now we're going into Faust. And Faust is a notorious difficult map. Not sure who this is going to favor here. It is a 4-cap map. There we go. It is a 4-cap map. Can we see? Can we see? We can see. Fantastic. We've got a minute to go. We're going to hit the ready button just so we don't miss it. We're going to tiebreaker 1-for-1 on Dynasty's Pearl. Feast demonstrating that they have someone who can do what I was always concerned about with the ATGMs, which is abuse that mechanic. And I mean, Bruni did it really well. You've got to admit there was a lot of skill there. At the same time, it's still broken. But if it's there, this is a tournament. The whole point of tournaments, you play to win, no matter the cost. So it's probably the tournament players, it's their duty to find the broken things and use them as effectively as possible. And Feast did that really well with the Sheridan in Game 1, I have to say. But now we are going into Game 3, the tiebreaker. Both teams will be wanting to put pressure on C and D whilst resisting any potential rushes, iron pushes. The 6.9 meta, these heavies, these deep hit point pool heavies, really lend themselves to that side of the map. Both teams are ready. I'm not so sure. Oh, they've both demonstrated a capacity for it. Feast have got a T22 and a Leopard 1. That gives them the option for a quick cap on A. HLV have brought a Batchat and a T22. Similarly, they have the option. Both teams with the T22, that gives them a lot of staying power on A. The question, of course, is what's better in that scenario, a Leopard 1 or a Batchat? The Batchat's a smaller target, has the burst damage, could be advantageous in a 2-on-2 brawl on A. How are they going to play it? I think, yeah, both teams are going to send their mobile elements to A, and then maybe the other 5 tanks from the lineup will be going, or potentially, ooh, Feast. Bruni, 70% player, has got the graphite camo on his Leopard 1, so not only is he skilled, he's also classy. And now Papi, oh, Papi going for the drum? No, staying loaded. Now should be going for the drum. Feast have got Papi here. But they've pushed Papi off. Feast have denied A. CX and the T110E5 backing up Bruni. A is not, but HLV have got the cap lead. They got D faster than Feast got C. WoT BG9 in the IS4. Boon Mugu, B Frost backing him up. Sleeping Lion might be going for a sneaky cap on B here. It's not impossible. HLV are rotating more tanks up towards A. Looks like they're sending Blood and Wine in the 268 Digital Forest camo. Another man of good taste. Papi and Bruni are still here. Bruni is going to be using light tank camo. Papi is reverse side scraping. He is fractions away. But can Papi get the reset in? Papi does! Oh, brutal. Great play by Papi. That cannot be overstated. The importance of that in terms of control. Now, Boa Sorte 3k to puncher on D. That's pretty good. Feast are still, if you look at the minimap, Feast is still congealed on the C cap. B is a gamble. This will be a tense game. HLV lead by a few cap points. Now that is a fraction of a cap stop for them to reset, or a kill would easily swing it back in Feast's favor. HLV, oh, but they are going for that gamble. Sleeping Lion, how does he cap this? Does he stay safe? Do HLV go for, they go for A. They're going to lose cap control here. Feast will swing the lead. It won't be enough. Feast grab the cap lead with B. There's now potentially a huge gun discrepancy. Boa Sorte and Enjoy solo queue are, well, and 3k punch. The 3 IS4s from HLV are in trouble. HLV need to send their elements in for control. We've got 4 minutes on the clock. Cap points are halfway there. 3k to punch is getting farmed. G9's in a great position. Feast are putting the hurt on these IS-4s. Blood and Wine is looking for a big shot. Boon Mugu is putting his hit points between him and the T-22. Absorbs that damage. 3k punch is low. Hit points neck and neck. Cap points neck and neck. This is going to get messy. It's a gun advantage to Feast early on. Now they're putting the pressure on Bois. Sorty's in trouble. He's surrounded. It'll be G9 with the kill. Bruni in the Leopard 1. Potentially within clipping range of Pappy, and I Am Blitz Slave. Picks up a bounce off the front plate. Will be looking to evade. Bounces Pappy. Oh, physics mechanics in his favor. It's a gun advantage still for Feast, and they are leveraging a hit point advantage here. Blood and Wine's looking for a kill shot on Boom Mugu. Doesn't need to use it. Enjoy solo queues down. It's a 4-on-4. We are very close, but Feast have got a 2-to-1 hit point advantage. They can leverage that, and it looks like CX knows he's got to come in and save Sleeping Lion. Blood and Wine in the 268 is down. Lap behind, in trouble. A lot of trouble, a lot of trouble indeed. It looks like Feast will be wrapping this one up. Great read by Feast. Pushing in when they saw HLV. We're going for A, HLV. Going for the distance. It's now Pappy and Blitz Slave. Mobile Elements trying to shut down heavies. Pappy's got one in the chamber. I Am Blitz Slave is trying to pick up a bounce off CX. Potentially. Oh, it's a low roll. It wasn't a low roll. It was reactive armor used to perfection. CX keeps himself in. Pappy with the kill. Pappy potentially with the carry here, but he's one T-22 away from death. It's a missed shot. It's a G9 with a kill shot. And it is G9 locking it in for Feast. Big game for the boy in the IS-4 there. Whew. And Feast on a knife edge, turning it on its head. And the main reason for that, the main mistake that HLV Feast did an intelligent thing. Like, we know how we're saying Feast had their guns congealed on C. They were really controlling. They had a lot of like tanks here. They only had one tank robbing A. They had eyes on B. They read it perfectly. When they saw, I mean, they basically went for B. They saw the opportunity for B. They knew they had a slight gun advantage in this area because they knew there was more pressure on A than they had there, but they had the eyes there. They pulled off Bruni in the Leopard 1.
Welcome
Wise
to the
choice.
swarm.
Very, very welcome, EH2U. They put pressure on B. HLV then committed to A. At the same time, Feast were basically converging their forces to put pressure here. And when the major part of the engagement started, Feast had partly engineered it, partly capitalized on the opportunities presented to them by HLV, had established a huge gun advantage over D. It was basically a 5 or a 6 on 3. It was just the IS-4s from HLV. They did an admirable job of holding on. But they went down, and then Feast kind of came in with a good gun advantage and a nice hit point advantage slowly built up over time, whilst HLV kind of drip fed itself back into that meat grinder. And Feast, I mean, towards the end there, it could have swung. If the T-22 had maybe taken down the E5, that could have been a different game. But obviously they didn't. And that is Feast beating HLV on the tiebreaker and going through. So now if we have a look at the tournament brackets, is the brackets up? Someone show me the brackets. They're not up yet. Wonderful. So the moving forwards, that was the top 8. So HLV are on track for the top 8 at the moment. They obviously want more cups than they got, but they walk away with 3,000 cups. We're calling them cups. Okay, they are cups. They walk away with 3,000 cups. And then it's now between Low, Feast, ID, and RN to see who will go through. So this is quite interesting. It's quite interesting indeed. Let's see. Now that one, yes, Feast. Yeah, they are through to the top 4. Their game is at 104. What I'm going to do now, let's see. We'll wait for that one to go. Oof. There we go. Yes. So just confirming, there is a 5-minute delay. Teams can't watch this live and get like an advantage. I mean, this game, by the time that the game is viewable, you're already 5 minutes into it. So looking back at the positions is very, very rarely going to be advantageous, if at all reliable. Let's see. Follow Feast, and I'm on it now. Please. LOL. Yeah, Frozen Flaky, you're absolutely right in the chat. Feast made, they took the initiative, and they seized an opportunity where they had an advantage in a brawl, which they then Royal Tiger asks, why no reset on B? I mean, that's a pretty good question. That could have really leveraged them the advantage, but I think at that point, HLV were overly committed to the brawl. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see the chart. Okay, so let's have a look and see if our good man Maddox, Mr. President from HLV, yeah. He's right. The A was the mistake. It just spread the forces out too much. Now, RN are also a Japanese-speaking clan, has been fairly active recently. They don't have a lot of tournament activity, apparently, according to my sources. They've got a few players coming in from LSA. They haven't been super active in tournaments, but they are one to kind of watch out for. And they've made the top 4 here. They have dispatched Nub and Boone. So they are putting out the damage. I mean, it's a 64 average team, beating. I mean, Nub are a stalwart, stalwart clan. If it's going to load up for me, 65 big names there, and Boone are effectively Boone is Feast's second team. So, I mean, you got B Moist and Harsh Polu. Like, there's a lot of talent here, and they're probably still leveraging the connections with Feast, working together. So, definitely, RN have beaten some really top teams to get here. Team ID, the Twister champions from 2016, Korean-speaking clan. They've got a lot of changes to the roster. Apparently, Campon is the only remaining player within the Team ID roster from the old days, shall we say. And are, again, a strong favourite for shot at the top 8. Now, and of course we know Feast. So I'm happy to see the Asia server, like, it's looking a lot sharper this year. Like, I'm seeing better focus fire, better rotations, better target priority, especially from Feast. I mean, I've only seen 3 games, and I will only see 3 games. But that is the Asia server is looking better in this spring season than it did in Twister last year, and that's the key thing that you're looking for in tournaments. Your team, your clan, is improvement over perfection. Definitely. That's something that I've seen over the years, is teams that hang around, that practice, that keep getting better, that stay with the same kind of players and roster, will always survive and do better through time, over time. Raid and Win from the EU server, prime examples of this, as is Feast from the Asian server. So, yes, now please do go and join Amonet's stream. The next tournament will be starting any minute now. So I thoroughly encourage you, of course, to go over and keep watching the tournament action. Since I'm here and I've only been streaming for an hour, I will play... How many more games do I... How many... Well, I've got one more. I've got one more booster. Okay. Oh, and I've got 7 days of premium. Okay. Nice. Where's all this coming from? Excellent. Let's see. We will play another game here. Oh no, we need more. A tinfoil hat. I love it. I love it. Oh, wargaming. The sense of humor is real and appreciated. Okay, let's go. Batman. Ahoy. The Grump clan. Good to see you here as well. Daniel Sevic, you're absolutely right. All 3 games were interesting. Where am I going? Oh, I'm low tier.
Let's go.
I don't recognize anyone. What I like to do on Hellas, even when I'm at 250 ping, is go here, or the equivalent spot on the other side. I've got crossfire on there. That's better. I'm relatively well protected. I'm quite difficult to spot. I've got insulation. This is a very good location for getting some early damage in. And it puts you have a lot of, also you've got a lot of places to run from. The only way people can really push it, and you can also get the spotting in. It's difficult for people to push you, and even if they do, you can rotate round to teammates in various locations.
Enemy armor is
Did we get
damaged.
spotted? Yep. Ooh. I mean, it helps if you're a more accurate human being than this. I mean, our team... Ooh, ho, ho, that's a big damage numbers coming out there. Our 183 is in trouble. Well, there is a Jagdtiger there. I don't know if he's AFK or not.
We've hit them hard.
I'm going to assume that he's not AFK. And even if he is still a distraction. And spotting that flank for me. And you can see, like, I am camping a little bit here. But I'm sort of retaining my efficiency. And my hit point pool. But there comes a time in everyone's life when they have to move just moments too soon.
Penetration.
That lag though. Like you're clicking like literal seconds ahead of yourself.
He's gone. Find us another target.
And I mean, like we weren't key in that game, but we gave ourselves a lot of options for damage output, for choosing where to go on the map, and that was pretty good. How are we doing? Can I buy another container yet? Yes, I can. All right, what do these things do? Well, we can play some missions, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. 2 enemy vehicles in 1 battle. Mastery class 2. Oh, that's going to be difficult. Win 6 battles. Okay, we'll try. Nope. Nope. Oh, I've got one still. Okay. Nope. Still got to buy 5 kicking in there. Ah, from Calm, another clan that we have our eye on for the professionals, to be fair. Yeah, doing well. Thank you very much, Metalhead RB. I'm on streaming, of course, the Asian server, and since I'm on here, just fiddling around, trying to get some goodies. I will be streaming every Saturday of the Asian server, the ticketed Ascent Tournaments. And then I hope to be pretty much covering as much of the professionals tournament in Asia as I can. It's a bit tricky because during the week I will be working, unless it's a public holiday, and I don't think there's any overlap. Okay. Bottom tier, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see. 200 ping! Oh no, it's gone up. Excellent. Seems to be going up more the closer I get to this corner. I don't know if that's a sign. Alright, we've got control over this area. There's no majorly scary TDs. The Sheridan's not this way. No one spotted us. Really? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't even damage a module.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So what we did there was we blind fired, we made sure we didn't get spotted, we knew there was no one in the bush, we could push A, we paid attention to the minimap. We should have hit the Sheridan, but in a way it's kind of good we didn't because we got the kill shot in on the end, which was a bit cheeky. Now we've got A and Camper. Oh dear. We can probably push round on these guys and force the T-57 out of their corner. We put those boxes there.
Enemy is hit.
57's coming. Run! Well played. And well played. Oh, we got a mission. We killed 2 in one game. That was what we were going for. Can we do anything here? Oh, have I got... I've got... Yes! What do I get? 305,000 XP. It's a bargain. Oh, I can get 6 of them. What do I get with this? A matchmaker and a cosmonaut's helmet. What do I do? 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 Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. We've used our 5 times bonuses. Now we've still got some missions to do. These are just blue light glasses. I don't actually have, I don't know, the need for actual seeing glasses. This is just because I'm spending a lot of time in front of the screen as of late, and it's been giving me a lot of headaches. And these help, and whether that is placebo or genuine, a genuine sort of mechanic, I don't care because I don't have headaches. So I'm wearing them. And you can't make me change my mind. No, no. Let's give him a better line of sight and a shot, whilst also providing view range. Oh god! Well, that's original. No one was spotting that up. Hashtag can't go anywhere. Can't do anything. So, is no one spotting that bush? Oh, thank you. Thank you for going there. I have nothing but contempt for this team. I mean, it was my fault for doing anything other than farming damage. To be fair. However, my noble... I don't have free cam. My noble sacrifice has paid off. I just stayed there, I did no damage, but I got the cap. I spotted loads of enemies. And potentially I have bought my team enough time. Don't do it, 57. He's got you dialed in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go there. Wait for someone else to do it. Wait for him to do it. Good shot. I mean, I know he can't hear me, but still, I'd like to think that the energy of don't do it that we were radiating from this stream would have been enough. Now, I mean, the Reds can still turn this round. The Foch is about to die. The IS-8 has finally woken up. The Patton is probably the only person that's going to carry this game. Has done 3 kills. He's looking for the low damage target that he can actually penetrate. It's a win. I'm not happy about it, but it's it's a win. How do you do 0 damage? How do you do 0 damage? Oh, I want to give myself a thumbs up. Oh, hey, look, I'm doing pretty well. I've got 70% on 250 ping. Oh, okay, yeah, we're making free XP. All right. Oh, yeah, we do actually want to make credits. Yeah, that's fair. What's this? Can I buy that? Yeah. I got that, and I don't have enough smileys. Okay, yeah, why not? Let's just keep opening these. Ooh, a good luck booster. What the dickens is a good luck booster? Oh. Ooh. Did that literally just give me 20 free XP? Oh, I should combine them. Oh, I'm an idiot. Excellent. Okay. We'll keep going. We'll play a few more games. I'm having fun. If anything, this is the best training you can do, is jump onto a server far away from you are, play with an ungodly level of ping, like 200 plus. And then when you come back to your actual server, and you have like normal level of ping, you should be fine. I mean, you should do much better. Okay, remember the last game? We were top tier and we went for the corner of C. We're not doing it this time. Because that's just no, because we'll come up against the IS-4 or the E-75 or anyone, and it will go very, very, very south indeed. So what we're going to try and do is use the gun depression this tank doesn't have apparently, and just try and get control, visual control over the map. The 30B is being very aggressive.
Enemy is hit.
We've been spotted. No, we haven't, because we went through 2 bushes. Excellent. Now, there's no TDs spotted, so there's probably TDs on A. As soon as A gets capped, I'm running. B's going. E100 there. How long until the E100 pops out there? Long enough! Haha! Ow. Okay. Fair trade, fair trade, fair trade. Nope. Now what we need to do, guys, we need to deal with that IS-4. Look, we got a huge gun advantage here. Let's just shut him down. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for you, mate. I'm here for you. Don't block me shot. Okay, there's no TD, but there is a Sheridan over here. He's bouncing, that's wise. We're capped down. The E75 is pushed up. The Jaegeru is far side. E100 still B. I don't know if I have the DPM on the Sherry. On the T92 even. Certainly I don't have the view range on it. Help! For noobs, I quite agree. Mate, I don't know if we can.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Cap pressure's still a thing. We can get up and behind him. Must get up and behind. I'm only medium on table. This thing is surprisingly slow. Oh, you're kidding me. Right. Counter cap. I mean, I could have aimed better, to be fair. Alright, I'm just gonna go for A because I can't catch the Sheridan. I don't think I'll beat him in a brawl. Look, I'm on it. Did I hit him? Did I hit him? No, I didn't hit him. Oh, I tried. Oh, we got the mastery badge. Oh, we won 6 battles. Nah, we're still looking for some light tanks. Alright. Yes, I am covering Loka this evening, and I believe Amuna is covering Endgame. I'm not 100%. AMX? Who? What?
Let's go.
Okay, we have got a 1 tank advantage. We've got an extra light tank on the field. We have the advantage on C. We'll call for help. Because that's the only button we really know where we mapped it. 2. You're never gonna cap there. Whew! Alright, I'm not seeing an ISU, which is alarming. But we've got cap map control. We found the T-54. And the E-50, 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 T-54, 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 boom! There's the ISU, now it's a 1-on-2.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh. Not really sure what's happening here. Okay, the 31er didn't leave me high and dry.
Looks like that one went right through.
Go on, Sherry, you've got him, you've got him, you've got him. No, I don't. 31er's got him. Might need heat.
Punched right through their armor.
No, I'm not calling for help.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Good job, 31er and Sherry, or T92. Now we can just get stuck into the back of the heads. The trick, of course, is to come right into the back of the enemies, rather than halfway. Ah! You wanna have a go? You wanna have a go? Yeah. You ain't got nothing. Interesting. These two, definitely good players. Working together, in unison. How long have we been streaming for now? We've been streaming for an hour and a half. Let's see, has the tournament resolved itself? Still going. Feast are playing RN. They beat Low 2-0 in the semis. That means that Low will go on to play ID in third place. That means that Feast are playing RN in the finals. And that will be taking place soon, so we can keep playing and then we'll see who wins. Fantastic. Now, we're lower tier again. We're going to make our way over to B. Because we are one of two mobile tanks. The other one being a Sherry. And I think if we go up, we'll run into the enemy heavy. Oh no. Found one. Found two. Doesn't look like he knows how to use the aim function of the missiles because he's not pointing to the sky. He doesn't have a camo. Yeah, if he's a good player, he would have taken a shot by now.
Enemy armor is damaged.
The 4005 doesn't have a line of sight on us. D's being capped.
That's gotta hurt.
Bro, you think you've got lag?
We've hit them hard.
He's fired all three. There is a 4005. We can't push. Oh, God. Right. What are you doing? We've got heavies that are sat at the back. Or a heavy sat at the back.
Get bounced off. We finish him off.
It's absolutely worth it. I can't win with this team. I have to wait for the enemy to not be a team anymore. And then I have to try and solo them with my very low hit points. You are AFK. Yeah, Tiger, it's going to be you and me versus this IS-7.
Nice shot. Penetration. One of our trucks was hit. That one didn't go through.
Nope.
Knocked out.
Help. Well. Yag Tiger, you are my favorite player on this team.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Go on, you got him. We've got 2 minutes to go. We've been spotted. Oh, it's a 57.
Done for. Get out.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my downvote for the first time this evening. Go on, hit him, hit him, hit him. You've got him. You don't got him. You tried. You did your best. You did your best. You are the only person on this team that I have any respect for. This person. No, I don't want it. I lost. Don't sell me things on Lost Wargaming. Come to me after like a 7k mastery game. Then my wallet will probably be open. Top tier encounter. New tank for Captain Ambuyat.
Time to roll out.
People recognize Feast, which is good. There's a medium, one medium on the enemy team. It is an Indian. I should be able to take on if he comes this way.
Punched right through their armor.
And we fired through cover, so we're safe. What we're doing
We've hit them hard.
is we're in position to spot this corner while dealing damage
Enemy armor is damaged.
through that bush, which is soft cover, which means that we will remain unspotted. Too soon, too soon, too soon.
Nice shot.
Oh! Pity's sake. Right. Is he going to be exceptionally interesting? He is!
Tree shot.
Might have spotted us. Nope. Now, this is what camping looks like. However, if you have a camper who is controlling a flank for you and outputting damage,
Enemy armor is damaged.
oh!
Bounced off.
We're threatening the needle. We'll go for one more. Oh, that one. That one. That was the one. Right. Yeah, alright. Yeah. You shouldn't berate people if they're in a position where they're doing damage from without being in spawn, whilst actually fulfilling a sort of a spotting role for your team.
Tree shot. Enemy fuel tank is they're hit.
Excuse you.
Looks like that one went right through.
Now, can I climb here? I've never really tried. The answer is no. Cause I'm lazy. Look, man, no hands.
Enemy armor is damaged.
That's better. That's better. That's better. Low battle counts, solid playstyle, 0 complaints. How are we doing for boosters? Credits are rocking. Excellent stuff. You buy some of this? Yeah, man. Let's do it. So now what I'm seeing is I should be combining. Yes, that's the way to do it. Because these ones give you more. Give you more. They give you more. You should combine. Don't use, combine. That's how you get the most XP. This is your public service announcement. Let's see what's happening in the tournament. Is it over? Is it not over? Are they still going? They are still going. They start in 2 minutes. They start in 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I mean, this is the only high tier tank that I have, so we'll just keep playing it. Let's see. Papa Jones Gaming from the Philippines. I do notice you. I had a I was at a conference at the International Conference Center in Manila back in 2018. I had a lovely time actually in the Philippines, and I think it is a wonderful part of the world, if a bit warm and humid. But thank you for tuning in and joining the channel. I hope that you are having fun here. And that if you, of course, have subscribed to the channel and liked the video, yeah, okay. Run. While I'm nattering on. I mean, this thing gets pretty speedy in a straight line. You're a heavy. Push. Or we will push for you. You gotta go. We don't go, we die. Oh, I don't know where my chat button is. Right. Were you hiding from an ST1 and an IS-8? Because I have real feelings about that as a playstyle. If you're in a Jaeger, real feelings. Oh my god! All of these super heavies. Look at this. All of these super heavies, apart from the grill. I mean, E75... Consider this to be another public service announcement. If you go to the city and you're super heavy, and you are not pushing up, but you're forcing your medium and light tanks to do it for you, you are playing your tank wrong. Asian server. We're on the Asian server. We're on the Asian server. Channel the Asian server. And when I say channel the Asian server, I mean the way to win is you have to vampire off your team. You cannot, if you're a good player, you cannot, and this is something I've come to realize over a few tournament streams, you cannot rely on your team to do anything at all. You have to treat your team as disposable entities, as basically bullet sponges. Let them take the damage, let them take the enemy down to down to a level that you can deal with, and then go from there. Don't be overly aggressive unless you are getting essential map control like C on Port Bay, for example, which you either do or lose. Now this team has gone all C. The enemy has gone city. They've got a bulldog that hasn't gone anywhere. We need now to defend B. We have to get eyes on B. Ideally, you should do it from your spawn rather than risk spotting up TDs in the enemy spawn while getting cover. However, if this is your forced position and there's no one on B, that's fine. Ah, yes. I mapped that one button. Okay, now we have to rotate and deal. Oh, we've sacrificed C. That's a great play by the Biss. No, he's not on C. Yeah, so we could. Little known fact about this tank. It has insane gun depression and DPM. Well, it's more the insane DPM than the gun depression. The gun depression is, I mean...
Welcome to the swarm.
It's more that the damage per minute numbers are wonderful. Okay, their tournament will still be underway. They will be in the second game at best. Oh, I've unlocked! Yes! Supply level 2. Fantastic. Oh, we won! I take it all back. I don't take it back. I think you played terribly, but you won, so well, you know. Do you see me complaining? Let's see. Tournaments must be underway. Chart. Any scores up yet? Nope. Still playing. Fantastic. Let's go. Jafar Jenny asks if the Easter sale is worth it. What is the Easter sale? Is this the Easter sale? No. Is this? Is there an Easter sale? What is the Easter sale? Where is it? I don't see anything. I don't know what the Easter sale is. Alright, let's go. Jafar Jenny, what is the Easter sale? Can you explain? Yes, Ancient Soul Reaper. This is the Asia server. Glad I could respond to you, Papa Jomez. I'm trying to pay more attention to chat in the streams. I've been watching a few of them back, and I have been a little bit negligent. Top tier. They've got an ST1. The city, I just should be a no-go, really. However, they do have a T92, which is just awkward. This spot's aggressive, but is also fairly reliable. Now I'm expecting a TD there, and a 92 there. Although, what we got? We got level, we got support, we got 92 in cover. Right, someone's got to go. I am the fastest, most armored medium on our field. Could be enemies, not enemies. The enemies in the city area. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm checking for anybody lurking in the spawn, whilst also getting good view range and control over the city, and opening up a new flank on the enemy. What you want to do is give your allies the confidence to engage, whilst getting information on where the enemy is. Now the tricky part, if I go over the river, I do put myself at risk of overextending. However, if you look at the minimap, that's 6 in front of us. I'm pretty sure all 7 of the enemy are here. We can hold and farm. We've got him pipped on the reload. Should be a kill for us.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Now what we'll do is just let our camo reset. Then we're going to use that bush to the left. Potentially, do we go for the right? No, we use the bush to the left to get a shot there. We might have been spotted, but we're not right up against the bush, so maybe we weren't. I'm going to look for... Don't know if now we can start getting a bit more aggressive. The Pershing may push through. We'll just take a free shot. The Hori... I got a depression. Actually, we're in a depression in the map, actually. The Panzer IV is...
Enemy armor is damaged.
You see what we've done is the enemy were basically just in a pocket from the word go. And now they're in a position where they're having to choose which targets they angle up to. And that means when I'm not engaging, my allies can be engaging, and vice versa. Now there's a full health 92 somewhere.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's bounced. He did a really good job of bouncing out. I didn't even notice that.
We didn't even scratch them. Gotcha.
What we're going to do here is just run and intercept. We're going to keep him spotted.
Straight through their armor.
We just want to really cut him off. We can see he's going this way. This is too tight. Missed him. We should have kept going straight. Oh, frames are down. We lost him. He's fast. We cut in too soon. But we did spot him.
They're knocked out.
And we land the kill. And that was a good game. That made a lot of sense. What is the Easter sale? What is the Easter sale? Oh, this is the Easter sale. Okay. Good job. Good job. I would give you a team vote if I had any votes left. I don't. The Easter sale. This is the Easter sale. Where is it? Show me the. 7 days worth of premium, 5 times XP. It depends where you are. For me, it's not something I would go for. I would maybe save my money. This is not something I would go for. I think it's not worth really investing in anything that's at tier 4 or below. You want to be looking at kind of premium tanks at tier 5 or above, ideally tier 6 or above. Tiers 1 to 4, since update 5.5, are just not. You're not going to be learning anything meaningful at those tiers simply because of the way that it's set up. So that would be my recommendation. Did we... Ooh. Alright. Haha. Can I get more of these? Ooh, I'm missing. Okay, we'll play one more and then the tournament will definitely be over. It's probably over already, but one more. Let's see. So yeah, Jafar, Jenny, I personally wouldn't go for that myself, the Easter offer. I would look for offers at higher tiers, and offers rather than crates. FPS issues, why? Computer should be fine. Okay, everyone's come up. That's encouraging. Hey, Cami from BHBP. Thank you for tuning in to this Asia server stream.
That one didn't go through. Enemy armor is
Oh,
damaged. One of those
that is such a broken tank.
enemy is hit.
Bottom tier again, bottom tier, remember? Repeat after me, I am bottom tier, I cannot do things like that. My job is to spot and survive. Not trade shot for shot with a T92 E-derp.
Penetration.
Haha! You suck. Right, sorry. That's...
We got him.
I'm not even like, I'm controlling the tank. Oh, HE, that's a good call. That's a good call. That is a good call. Right, 704, you are about to get hit for all of your hit points. Suck it! My 250 ping accuracy. I jinxed it. I did it to myself. Mate. Get further back. Stop coming out sideways.
Viewfinder backup. Visibility increased. Enemy is hit.
You're an idiot. Hit him. Sorry, my bad. We're not in a good spot here. Although we do know where all the enemies are.
Enemy armor is damaged. Nice shot. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Nice shot.
Well, we were due a loss. We were due a loss. I think when you've got an E4 that comes out sideways, you deserve that loss. You're done for. You can't win this. It's sad but true. It is sad but true. There is only so much you can do. This person shouldn't be playing tier 10. You don't have enough battles. Go back to tier 5 to tier 7 and learn the game. I mean, that's the sincerest advice we can give. And I say it because I care. I didn't start playing tier 10 until at least, I mean, properly and regularly. I didn't start playing, even dabbling in it, until after 10,000 battles, and I wasn't playing it regularly until after 20,000 battles. And I think that unless you are an exceptionally talented player from the get-go, which I was not, you don't do yourself any favors by progressing too high. The learning curve is too steep, and you will never get better at the game if you just keep playing high-tier games without having developed your skills at the lower tiers first. And while that may seem... I mean, and I know it's a game, and of course if you want to play the high tiers and do whatever, then it's your prerogative and you can do that. Just know that tryhards like me will be very angry at you if you're on my team. On our team, doing 0 damage in a tier 10 TD. I mean, that is the way of the world. Now, we are top tier, but it's 9-8, and there's only 2 8s. We look to be trading effectively in the city. He's still been spotted. We're now unspotted.
Welcome to the swarm.
Oh, we've been spotted. And there's a convoy over there. But I think the convoy is busy in the city.
Infantry shot.
Good job, 704. Daniel Maxim, yes, Amonet was streaming Feast, and I was streaming HLV. Feast knocked out HLV, so alas, I was not streaming. But say la vie. We had a good game. Our teammates had a better game, but we did everything that was required of us. So, to wrap up tonight's stream, it's concluded. That's fantastic. Ooh, Feast lost to RN. Interesting. That must have gone through to a tiebreaker. It did. But RN, take note, because this is a very interesting development. Alpha CK, I recognize the name. Maybe from LSA. But that is a strong result for them. A huge number of cups. Same for Feast. Feast also getting a tremendous amount of cups, low on ID too. Scoring highly. So actually maybe what we can do now is have a look at the leaderboard on Asia. Let's have a look at the leaderboard on Asia. Hall of Fame, clans. So www.wotblitz.asia. If you go to the Hall of Fame and go to the clans section, it's not yet updated. Gosh darn it. But let's just have a look over here anyway. So this is not yet up to date with the results of today's tournament, but it will update fairly soon. Sorry. So basically, these 12 UI King, Clam, E7 Low, RN. ID. I think Feast are still going to be on top, although RN won. It's 400 cups difference between first place and second place in today's tournament. Feast are 700 ahead of RN, which means Feast are still going to be top of the table. HLV may have slipped. ID will have gone up. This is interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Keep an eye on your server, on the different servers. As the Ascent tournaments progress, we'll start to see like clear front runners, people that are solid in for the top 8, and then there'll be a whole mix of clans in all the servers for sure, which will be kind of chasing the uncertain slots for the professionals tournament. It happens every year on all the servers that you have a couple of teams which are just very, very strong. They're lock-ins from the beginning, and then as time progresses, and Asia is infamous for this. It's actually, although it's one of, unfortunately, I mean, I'll be brutally honest, it is one of the weaker servers in the tournament scene, relatively speaking. I mean, these are all phenomenally talented players. But compared to example for like NA, EU, CIS, it is considered to be like, you know, it's a little bit behind in terms of its development. Let's say that maybe is a better way of phrasing it. So even though that's the case, actually there's a lot of teams that are all at the same level and all kind of progressing, and I'll be interested to see if we see that same theme carrying across this evening. Well, this season, sorry, rather than this evening. You don't see a trend in one evening, but you will see one across 8 Ascent tournaments. And it looks like Feast will be top of the table for sure, and the big names will still be present as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. It has been an absolute pleasure to get back streaming Asia, and I'm very, very, very grateful that I'm going to be able to stream Asia and North America Ascents for the Saturday tournaments only. I hope that's enough for you guys. I know Amonet will also be doing the same, which is super cool. We really love getting involved with the Asia and North American servers. The Asia one on the weekend is not such a big deal. It's just the afternoon. The North American one's a bit of a pain. But Wargaming, they actually listen to a lot of our feedback. No.2 and Rexy Comandante at the esports team, I met them in January this year in Minsk when we did the ATGM tutorial video. That is what it is. It's done. But it was great. I obviously got to see like Ribble Stripe, Alexandra, Oscar Robertson, all of the guys that you know and love from Discord, and kind of like the general, and Tony, Darth Antonius. Really cool, of course, to be talking with them and some of the developers behind the scenes that we don't normally get to speak to. But certainly speaking to No.2 and Rexy Comandante, talking them through like our general as a community, like our feelings about the tournaments. They've taken a lot of what we said on board, and some of the things we've said they might put into play in the future. But this season, they've spread out the Ascent tournaments. So for Twister, the Ascent was 8 tournaments over 2 weeks. It was too busy. There were a lot of teams that struggled to get teams together. Obviously now with the COVID-19 situation globally, it's a little bit easier. We've got more time indoors. We've got less external commitments. But still, it's really good to see them spreading out the Ascents over 1 month, but also keeping the professionals still spaced out, but not so intense like they were. So they've really taken that to heart. And the format this year for like basically the major series have the same format where you have a qualifying league, then you have a top 8, which is a round robin followed by a double elimination, and that's a really good format. And it's being refined season on season, year on year, and I think the formula we've got at the moment, as a streamer, I love it. I'd be interested to hear from you guys, the players and the viewers, in the comment section if it's also something that you agree with in terms of time commitment and the like. So anyways, I will be back on very soon. I'll be back on in about 4.5 hours for the EU server, and then I'll be back on again in about 4.5 hours once that's done for the North American server. So I really thank you for tuning in. Welcome, Jafar Jenny. I'm glad I can answer your question about this Easter booster, which I don't think is necessarily super worth it. But then I am at a particular point in my Blitz trajectory, shall we say, where on the EU server I've got a very, very, very full garage. And for me, this isn't something that I would consider worthwhile. There will be people that disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. Everyone's got a different take, a different opinion, a different kind of... Like I, for example, spend a lot of my in-game assets. I have a lot of camouflages, which is objectively a waste of money. Like buying camouflage for gold. It's an aesthetic, but it's a choice, and it's a choice that I'm happy to make. So my advice, of course, is I don't think personally that I would go for this. I would go for higher tier offers, like tier 5 and above. But I would encourage you to kind of assess it objectively based on what you want and what you need and what you think will benefit you in the long run, or even make you feel good in the short term. That's also important. That's also worth considering. So I would encourage you to kind of take what I'm saying on board, but make your own decision. And let me know if you buy it or not. Be very interested to hear that. And actually, in general, please do. The link to the Discord server should be in the video description below. So please do come and join us there. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, I've paused Patreon payments at the moment. I know that there's a lot going on with COVID-19. I'm having fun. I've basically got the setup now. It's effectively, I'm more or less square. Probably less square. But, you know, I've been using this for other things, so it's not necessary to break completely even. But if you are interested in supporting the channel, please do reach out to me through Discord, direct messages. I am fundraising for a charity at the moment, which is a children's home in Madagascar. So if you are interested in basically saying, hey, thanks for streaming, that is how I would prefer that you show your support. And we can chat it through, and that'd be great. Anyways, this is RollingSwarm signing out for now. I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Bye.